In this video we're going to be looking over this Pentax SF1n 35mm film SLR camera equipped with a Pentax-F 35 to 80mm zoom lens. And I'm going to put it through some testing similar to what you would want to see if you had it in your hands. So we have a scrap roll of film and a battery. These are not included, they're just here for our testing purposes. But let's get started and load this up and we can check it out. First thing to do is open the battery compartment, and a nickel is about the right thickness to turn that screw without marring up your coin slot. We'll just get that loose the rest of the way. The battery compartment is nice and clean. So we will load a type 2CR5 or 2R5 battery, 245 battery in here. And load that and crank in the screw enough times to hold it in place. There. And it's on now. We can see the things on the display. I'm going to just shut it off and we'll open up the back over here. And we can see inside it's nice and clean. Everything looks good. This camera does not require foam light seals because everything's just designed to fit nicely. So that's a nice feature. I don't see, maybe, oh, there's a little bit of foam right there, but it looks pretty good. But other than that, I don't think there's any. So, okay, let's load this roll of film. Just put that in there, pull the leader across into the take-up area. Make sure that when the door closes, that will stay there. Yep, because there it jumped out. So I'm going to put it well into there and make sure that's on the sprocket. And then close the door. Then we turn it on. It advances to picture number 1. And so what I thought I'd do is first just point this off here so it's got something to focus on in the distance. And then push the... Okay. Okay, we heard it beep. That beep is a feature that you can turn off, and I'm going to do that just for the rest of our demonstrations. I don't want it making all that noise. But let's set this for the self-timer mode, and for that use this drive button here and hold that down while navigating with this, stepping through. Okay, there's the little self-timer right there. So now if I point this here kind of at us but focus it on something up there a little bit. Let's see, I'm going to have it so it can focus on something. And there's the little red light right there, and then we'll watch it complete its cycle. Now it's blinking, and there it fired. So that's working. We can check the flash by popping this button here. The flash pops up, and while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to shut off that self-timer mode just so that that's try that again. Okay, there. Now there's a little ready light for the flash that's supposed to show right in here. Here's another little thing I should point out. There seems to be some damage to this eye cup. I think there was this rubbery plastic actually covered this, and most of that is torn away. It still fits on there, but now we can see the little red light is illuminated for the flash is ready. So I'm just going to stick that back on there, and then I'm going to just point this off here. I'm going to shut that light off just to make sure that if it senses there's too much light, but let's see here. Okay, and there we saw the flash fired, so that was good. so the flash can be popped back down. And at this point, let's set the drive. Well, I think there's only a couple more pictures on here, but let's just do it to, let's see, to multiple shot. And so then we should be able to just have it do continuous. And then that was the end. But you could see that worked. So now it's indicating here it needs to be rewound. On the bottom, there's a button for doing that. That's right here. You have to push this little button and pull this to the side. And so now the film is rewinding back into the cartridge. And when it's done, we can hear that. And it will stop. Now it's flashing here, meaning it's safe to unload the camera. So we'll just pop the back open. And all of the film has been wound back into here. So everything on the camera that I tried seems to be functioning. And a few more things to look at. If we take the lens off, the aperture blades are quick and snappy, but I did notice there's just a little bit of haze down in there, and in some localized areas it's going to be too hard for me to get a flashlight to show you that, but there is a little bit in there, so be aware of that. The camera comes with the front lens cap as well as the rear lens cap. It's just a push-on cap like that. And then there's a Pentax body cap for the body. And there is a manual. Pentax SF1 manual. And it's been been kind of rolled to fit in a spot in the case. But that's in pretty good shape. And then there is this Pentax case, which is fairly nice. What I'm going to do is first unload that battery, since that's not part of the deal here. We just back that out right here. So we'll take that back out and then put this back in like that, making sure that the nickel fits the slot well. And so then the camera will fit in this portion of the case along with the excess strap. The manual can fit over here, and this lens can fit over here. And then there is one of those blower brushes in a compartment up here, but we'll just close this all up. The clasp works, and it's got a nice strap for around the neck. So fairly nice outfit all there in the Pentax SF1n.